Welcome back to more Dark Souls 2 Randomized. When last we left off, we had just killed Vendrick and gotten the King's Ring. Excuse me. So, we now have a few options. Well, really only one option, but we can mess around a little bit and check out some other places first before we go usual route of progression. If you remember, there were specific doors where I needed to produce a symbol of the king. That's basically, they'll open as long as I have the ring. And there were a few of those. Well, we can also... Now notice that we didn't really get anything from Vendrick. We didn't get a soul, we didn't really get anything. Vendrick, this again was one of those really clever things he did just to really screw with Nishandra. His soul wasn't there with his husk. We can actually go take a look at that. I mean, enough to level anything. How are we doing on life gems? We're doing okay.
There until...
Yeah, we can... Oh, Jesus, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get 7 level ups. Well, let's top this off. Not top it off, but, you know, at least... Ooh, we can almost get max. Well, the max soft lock. Soft cap for agility. Let's do a little more of that, and let's just pump up HP a little bit more. There we go. What we're gonna do first... this specific item I really do want to get at some point. Hopefully soon. And I don't think it's a key item. It might be, but I don't think it is. We're gonna actually go back to... you know, well, let's just brute force Shrine of Amana. See if we can't get to the door. This is probably the best spot for it. How am I doing on arrows? 80. Oh, pff. Plenty. All right. Hi. Oh, there you are. This big lad still over there. Yeah, I might still do this. We'll just take it. Oh, I forgot about you. Bastard. Jeep. Jeep. There we go. Hello. All right. Have any, Nah, I don't have any flame butterflies, it doesn't look like. Well, that's fine. I meant to buy some of those, didn't I? Oh, interesting. It's locked, though. Well... you have to be human in order to be able to open this door. Something that, as you could probably imagine, Nashandra is actually not. So if she ever wanted his soul, there's no way she would be able to open the door. Vendrick was actually the Royal Rat Authority all along. Oh. Wow. Human effigy, a Titanite shard, twinkling Titanite. Okay. Well, that's usually where you would also get his outfit and his crown. So... that's when you kind of discover Vendrick did actually succeed in discovering a cure for the curse. He was actually able to empower his crown to carry that cure. If you wear the crown, you cannot be hollow. You will always be human. So that's also kind of why he ended up locking himself away, both to screw with Nashandra and also because he kind of failed in that regard. He found a way to do it, but it only worked on one person. Whoever happened to be wearing that crown. So it's not really that good of a cure. But technically speaking, he did indeed succeed in curing the curse. Only on himself. So we're going to go here first. The Cardinal Tower. Was the door here. Remember the old days when this area was actually really challenging and these things would take more than like one hit. Oh, remember when I was fist fighting my way through here because I didn't even have a weapon yet? Memories. Now I'm coming in here, this half man, half dragon, just one-shotting everything I see. do you got for me? Dragon Charm? Yeah, I remember getting those. Anyway. Here's the door. Yeah, Flynn's Ring Charm. King's Ring. A soul is much like a curse, and those with strong souls must bear within themselves an even stronger curse. Vendrick, king of Drang Lake, used a powerful soul to keep the curse at bay. In the end, he sought the flame that began it all. Wear this ring to open the King's Gate. This area is not very important right now. In fact, you can see one of the areas we were before. This was actually an inaccessible area. There's a dead giant over here, though. But it seems a little different than the giants we saw before, the dead ones. So that particular area was inaccessible. Okay. But yeah. So this doesn't seem all that important except for that giant's body that we can't interact with. We'll be, coming back to that, though. Oh, we'll be coming back to that. Place unbeknownst is this bonfire. So now we are actually going back to the Ruined Fork in the Shaded Wood, where there was another door. I can't remember which path it was down. Was it this one? Let's find out. Actually, it might be. Hey, Shrek. I don't really care. Viewers with good memory will remember there is one other door like this. We'll be going there later. Aldia's Keep. So Aldia's Keep, Aldia, we've already met, the big weird treeman. Which I guess is in and of itself another way to get away from the curse, is to be like the old stone arch trees. Anyways, we know the Shaded Wood leads to the Duke of Soldora's territory. Which actually, I guess, makes kind of sense, because the two of them were both weird mad scientists who like to experiment on people. Oh, we'll see plenty of his experiments. But his was also locked behind... So in order to get here to Aldia's Keep, and to that other giant soul, you needed the King's Ring. To get to the King's Ring, as we know, you had to go through so many hoops. You had to get through the Mirror Knight, you had to get through the Shrine of Romana, you had to get through the Demon of Song, you had to get through the Undead Crypt, which is guarded by Agdane and the Gravekeeper Wardens. You had to get through the King's personal guard. You had to get through... Okay, I want to make sure he wasn't one of those Shaded Wood guides. You had to go through all these huge problems and bosses and things if you wanted to get to his body and get to the ring in order to get here. So again, let's say... Hey, Flame Butterfly. Good. Yeah, there are a couple of items here I really didn't try to get. And Velstadt, his loyal guardian, was actually probably one of the hardest that Shire would have had to deal with if she wanted to try him. But after you have to get through all that just to get the ring, and that's not even the end goal. Technically speaking, with the ring, she could have gotten where she wanted to go, but that wouldn't have been enough. She still didn't have access to what she wanted, because she would have had to come here first. And there's a whole set of problems that were in her way. Is this a mimic? Are you a mimic? Just in case. I don't think it is. I have a weird... one of those weird things where your memory is playing tricks on you. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Something feels wrong about that. Lloyd's Talisman, Lloyd's Talisman. There's so many worthless items here. Oh, there we go. Ah ha ha! I knew it! Don't know how I knew it, but I knew it. The Smelter Hammer and the Lightning Clutch Ring. Okay. You know how I said command grabs had really wonky hit detection? Yeah, he somehow hit me while I was behind him and still grabbed me. Dark Souls. And I'm not even, like, playing on a server right now. Like, it's not like 14 where you can get sometimes... no, wrong one. Or an MMO where you can get hit by something you definitely shouldn't have been hit by because of the fact that there's latency between you and the server and where it thought you were. And like, no, the game knew exactly where I was. The hitbox is just that messed up. Well, I'm certainly not going to let him live. In a moment, we can actually take a look at what I just got, the Smelter Hammer. But right now, we can also take off the ring once I'm through the door. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I already opened you once. You should be greased. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got places to go. We can put Flynn's bearing back on. Why not? Flynn. Did I do this one? Ring of Sir York, who sought the blood of the dragon who invaded Shulva. Oh, sorry, the one that can deflect spells. When Sir York faced Sin, the slumbering dragon, he drew blood with the flash of his steel, but Sin responded by spewing forth the poison that had been long brewed within him, blanketing the city in miasmic cloud. We'll be going there next, after we do some business with Aldia. That'll kind of be our next stop. Hi guys. Ooh, what do you have? Thunder Quartz rings. Okay then. You know what? Go ahead and do your grab. Alright, we'll take care of you now. You never know, he might have the off chance to drop something.
Who are you? Oh. No. Forgive me. I know you. Yes, of course. How goes your journey? I know not what you seek in this faraway land, but I pray for your safety. Please take these. Consider this thanks for keeping me sane. My name is Lucatiel. I beg of you, remember my name, for I may not myself. My name is Lucatiel. I beg of you, remember my name, for I may not myself.
And that is the end of Lucatiel's story. Now, normally she would give you her gear. She obviously, because of the randomizer, instead was just here for all you've done, and she just handed me a pile of crap she picked up. Although what scythe was that she gave me? That's the one. Scythe used by Tichi Gren, and by believers in Nar Alma, god of blood, normally used only in ceremonies, imbued with the power of dark. This is no place for talk of such things, however. So this, I believe, is from the Covenant, basically the PvP Covenant, like Invasion Covenant specifically. I would need more faith and intelligence to even use this, but kind of cool looking. Smelter hammer. That's the other one I got. Weapon wielded by the Iron Warriors that wander Broom Tower. Oh, we'll see them later. Appears to have once been an axe, but in this terribly melted state, it is little more than a great lump that crashes into foes by virtue of its sheer weight. What's the strength of 70 strength? Yeah. Yeah, how about no? But that, you know, she imparts upon us her final wish that we remember her, and we will. There ends the story of the best character Dark Souls has ever had, in my opinion. Do you remember how she did mention that she had a brother and she looked up to him and he was like the best person ever? What was this? Oh, Dark Spear. I thought it said dried root ahead. Here's her brother. So perhaps at the very least she was able to... She ended up Gong Hollow, dying, before she had to see that the brother that she looked up to for so long was in fact also cursed, and also ended up resorting to preying on others. Completely losing himself. Now, I am of the opinion that there is a slightly better way that could have ended. If that had been her that invaded us. That, you know, at the very end, she does end up losing herself and preying on us. That could have been very poignant too. Part of me still likes the idea that you never see her actually turn to that kind of, like, desperation. That she goes out gracefully. Oh, that's a big Durgan skeleton. Smelter Demon Soul. Okay. Sure. Did I already have one of these? I don't think I did. Dragon's soul, the guardian dragon that guards the path to the shrine. Do the dragons watch over the land of their own will, or are they in the grip of one of Aldia's spells? That's right, I already read that. Smelter demon. Soul of the smelter demon that haunts the castle that sunk into the pool of iron. The old Iron King's life was taken by a mass of iron that had been given a soul. Was this metal Goliath there from the beginning, or was it a product of the king's conceit? So for that, we can kind of see that around 30, that's the other one I got, of the underground realm. Those who choose to serve the Rat King must have the courage to face his challenges. I think it's the same one as the other one had. The Royal Rat Vanguard. Oh god, I gotta fight the Royal Rat Vanguard. He might have something. God damn it. What's this? Pull back. Pull back. Who's a pull-out king? You are! Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Don't you dare. There's a nice lever here. I wonder if it wants me to pull the lever. Pull the lever! The shiny red candy-like button. Let's go over here first. Why, there's a man trapped in there.
Well, you're nicely hollowed, aren't you? Are you tormented by memories? Burdened by guilt? Now the question, are you ready for more? If you are, then we ought to talk. This contains my power. Long ago, this naive vessel of mine set about devising new spells. The fool dreamt of bringing new forms of magic into the world. But instead, he created me. Mostly by chance, but he did a fine job, I must say. What he sought was strength, and so I decided to demonstrate. While my vessel slept, I'd find my master and hunt him down. But my vessel did not approve. And so while I slept, he sealed the both of us away. No, I don't have anything against humans. But how is it that you go about defining good and evil? I'm only using what the gods gave me. How can that be so wrong? So what say you to a spot of murder on my behalf? If you don't, I'll leave this place and take more lives. Many more. I couldn't give a fig either way, so what's your choice?
Do I want to do a murder?
Yes, I see how very kind of you. I want you to kill a merchant named Gilligan. A greedy, foul man. Yes.
A ladder miniature.
Miniature as proof is the only person who'd have such an odd knick-knack.
It just so happens I have one of those. So I don't have to kill him at all.
Work. This is my thing.
Okay. So that's where Vendrick's soul was. He must have stolen it before. Except he's not human, he couldn't have gotten through the door. Someone went in there and swapped his soul for the king of the Royal Rat Authority.
I want you to kill one more. Your target will be Kale, the man who's drafting that map. While I was trapped in here, he touched me, that maniac, like I was some rare specimen. He wore a strange helm. Bring it back as proof.
I think I already have that. Sure.
Yes, I knew Perhaps this will slake my thirst.
Yeah, I guess I already had that.
Fine work. This is my thing.
Another pyromancy flame.
Now let's
Okay.
discuss our next mark. I want you to kill one more. Your target is Felkin the Hexer.
Oh, yeah.
As proof, bring me that peculiar scepter of his. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. Do I already have that?
Yes, but he will be formidable. Be cautious.
Apparently I already had it.
Fine work. This is my thing. Now let's discuss something of importance. You could kill a dozen like that, and it wouldn't matter. I want you to kill someone of import. I want you to kill the girl in Majula, known as the Muse. They say that she is the last firekeeper, but they say a lot of things. That she's a gentle shepherd, lighting the way for you cursed fools. Nonsense. Once she is dead, I will have no regrets, and I will be content to remain here. The girl will have a peculiar feather. Now go along.
Sure.
Your mom.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. I could, in fact, kill her and get the feather. She'll just give me the feather later if I really want to finish this quest. The feather is a permanent homeward bone, though. That's kind of really cool and useful. You can kill her. It's not really that big a deal, to be honest. I mean, it is, because you would have to do this. You have to pay souls, basically, at like a tombstone to bring her back every time you want to use her server. Like every time you want to talk to her to level up or do anything. So it's a pain in the ass. If I do feel like getting that last item that he's going to give me, I can just give him the feather, I guess. We'll see. Now, if you let him out, you can't do that. If you hit that switch, he'll be let out. If he's let out, he'll start invading you at various times, usually really annoying times, and you also can't do that quest anymore. So, we'll keep him in there for now. For now. Oh, hi. This is basically what happens with the mirror, the Looking Glass Knight. If you get invaded by a player during it, they'll come out of his mirror shield like that. Cyan Halberd, right? Yeah. What do you got for me? Soul Vortex. Nothing I really need. Anyone in there? Oh, I got one over there. Someone who wants to play. There we go. But yeah, so you can basically get through his entire quest line without having to murder anyone. You can just give them items that you can get otherwise. Awful nice of them. Yeah, one more. Petrified Dragon Bone and a Simpleton Spice. Hey, friend. You know, if I wanted to do one of my hot takes of things I really love about enemies, like, you know, my good old... I do love kamikaze enemies that just charge at you and then blow themselves up and there's nothing you can do about it. And I do love enemies with way too much poise. I could say bullshit tracking overheads in this game as well, where they'll raise the thing over your head and you get like behind them and then they immediately like turn around and smash it on top of you anyway, because it just tracks you way too well. I could say that, but it seems like they did tone it down a little bit in Scholar from how it was in the original. Kind of. A little bit. But you can see how he's still, like, he's following me the entire way with that overlord. But really, that's not nearly as egregious as some of the other issues I have with some enemy design. Or enemy, like, you know, mechanics. We'll get to more, to the too much poise when we get to the DLCs, since that seemed to be... I didn't realize he was halfway coming out. First, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. Oh, trust me. Bring a wrench of yore? I don't even know if there's anyone left to use that on. If I'm being completely honest. Is there? Maybe? Maybe. Perhaps. Oh, that's where that was. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, I guess there is. Hi, friend. Oh, there's an ogre over here who is trapped. Should we free him? Well, hold on. How many do I actually have? I have 3 exactly. Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nice try. Oh, really? That's it? Alright, well. Hi. What do you got? Human effigy. Okay, well. It's opening up paths, I guess. Another chest. I don't... There's a... Definitely can hear the... Oh, he's in there. Oh, he's just in there. Hey, bud. What's up? Yeah, that'll hold him. Actually, this is a great place where we can actually see his little tiny eyes above his mouth. Not those giant fake eyes, but you can see that little beady eye. Chest. He was having some kind of... Oh, there he goes. And we get another petrified dragon bone. If I ever need that, that'd be fine, I guess. Oh, you know I had to. Yeah, to be fair, as long as you can get the drop on the Basilisk, like the trick with the Basilisk is usually they end up ambushing you, or like you have to get to them. Bone Shield. That's the one, not Sanctum. Cursed Bone Shield. Is there a regular Bone Shield? Oh, there you go. Shield used by Aldian acolytes, crafted from the skull of some creature that outlived its usefulness for experimentation. The peculiar figure, known as Lord Aldia, kept giants in his manor, and attempted to recreate a dragon, but after some time was not heard of again. Yeah, that was kind of like Vendrick was looking for a way, and he also tasked Aldia with trying to find a way to beat the curse as well. And since the dragons were eternal and knew basically they could never die as long as they had the scales. Basically, Aldia was trying to recreate one as a way to say, okay, could we like reverse engineer this and have that be a way we could empower people to never have to succumb to the curse. So that was the route he was taking. Hey, Durgan. Yeah. And yeah, as we can see, he got up to some. Oh, look, it's a mimic, which suggests that mimics, at least in this era, were things made by him. How many lockstones do I have? 5. Yeah. Okay, we're good. So they may be some other experiment of his. Yeah. Yeah. He made a lot of weird shit. Also, ambushes. And this is where you usually get the bone shield, from these guys. So these are basically his acolytes. And they're hidden behind these paintings. Why? I thought he's looking up at, like, that thing. Oh, it's one of those friendly bugs. Is it? Or is that something else? No, I think it's something else. Oh, I think that's one of those weird toadstool, like, mushroom things. He may just be really enjoying the view. He's like, yeah, them mandibles. Hey, friend. Hey, he's just chilling. He's fine. Dude, calm down. He could get out. So we're just gonna try to avoid that eventuality. Well, you stop freaking out, dude. You're in a cage. Was there no one in this one? Oh, no, there was. There we go. There's a bonfire around here that I want to get to as well. Or down there, actually. Skeptic Spice. Oh, hold on. Burying the lead here. We got the Soul of the King. Soul of Nashandra, Throne Defender. Soul of the King. Soul of Vendrick, King of Drang Lake. This great soul beckoned the Lord. This great soul beckoned the dark, overwhelming the king. Perhaps this king, who once ruled the world of men, was a lacking vessel for the true throne. Use the soul of he who would link the flame to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. We could actually just make that. Now think about it. Because we did beat him, so I'm assuming Artifacts would be our the person to go to. Actually, we could go to both Straight and Artifacts and see which souls we can actually make right now. Why don't we do that? Straight, what do you got? Go to him first. He's the least likely to have weapons, more likely to have spells. But we'll see. We'll see what he's got. Yeah, what's up? What's up, friend? What? I'm not farmed. I don't want to eat your shit. Not for only 50 souls, at least.
Well, this is a most peculiar soul. Very cool.
Yes, okay.
Unusual souls produce up.
Yes, I know. The Smelter Sword. Okay, so for the Smelter Demon, he can make that. From the Demon of Song, he can make the Spotted Whip. Smelter Sword. So it's basically the Smelter Demon Sword. And that's basically a Poison Whip? Is it a Poison Whip? Yeah, Poison Whip. Fever, cursed one. My potions are too dangerous for you, traveler. Let's go to C1 effects. CR. Good old friend, the Boyd. Yeah, I know. You guys are all super happy to see me. Yeah. Look, I like the spiders that are just chill and they're just like, yeah, I'm just on the wall. I don't mind, you guys do your thing. Those spiders are chill. They're just like, yeah, what? Oh. You know what? Yeah, I don't like you. Oh, this is Spider-Man. You know, again, why can't you be more like the other guys? Why can't you be more like, I don't know, Frank. Frank's cool. Frank doesn't, like, bother me. You should listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude. There we go. Problem mostly solved. Yeah, the pain, of course, is that we still have to deal with these assholes. Every time we want to see her. I mean, it's worse if you don't end up finding her, like, the bonfire over here. So you gotta go through, like, the entire path to get back to her every time you get a new boss soul and want to make something out of it. Assuming you do. But again, to be fair, there's like 1 or 2 boss souls I ever possibly use. And for the most part, it's just like Bastard Sword, Flamberge, maybe the Zweihander. Just basic weapons. The axe that Creighton has, the Dragon Slayer axe, is just a nice lightning axe. That's one I use a lot. The only real boss weapon I generally use is the Crypt Black Sword from the New Game Plus Rotten. Alright, let's see. What do you got? We have the Thorned Greatsword. That's the Looking Glass Knight. Oh, for God's sake. Hold on. Excuse me. 1 minute. I'll be with you in a moment. Stop wrecking her shit. Spiders. Spiders. Very rude. Okay, there we go. So the Looking Glass Knight Soul. The great sword forged from the soul of the Looking Glass Knight. Strong attack and resisting power. Fearing something wicked, the king fled the castle and never returned. But his warrior, forever true to his command, stands ready to expunge those who would challenge him. So the Looking Glass Knight was there to stop anyone from trying to follow him. The king's shield. Shield of King Vendrick. One fragment of dark, having taken human shape, became obsessed with the king's soul. Impelled by its own cravings, it sought souls and strove to make the strength of the giant its own. That would be Nishandra. The ruler's sword, great sword of King Vendrick, king of Drang Lake. The strength of this sword is relative to the number of souls possessed by its wielder. So the more souls you have, the more powerful it gets. One fragment of dark, having taken human shape, became obsessed, impelled by its own cravings. So, and she was the one that warned the king of the giants and told him how to beat them. She basically instigated that whole thing. That was the Lost Sinner. The King's Ultra Greatsword, an Ultra Greatsword forged from the soul of King Vendrick. Only the King knows whether the depiction of the Queen is a resentful mockery or an affectionate exaltation. And the Mirror Knight's Shield, the King's Mirror. The looking glass at the castle is said to have been a passage to another world, which it kind of actually is. Yes, the Royal Aegis, Velstad. The power of the Hammer's blessing has not faded completely, despite its being exposed to the dark of the undead crypt. Notice it's dark in lowercase, not dark uppercase. Sir Velstad, known as the Royal Aegis, gave himself to the king in both life and death. That's the one from... That's the Iron King Hammer. Well, that's a fairly heavy sword. Shield. And it only has 95% physical resistance. This one has 100%. Decent shield. The King's Greatsword. No split damage, it's not bad. But it's also one that's based on the number of souls you have. So that's basically how it scales. Not particularly anything I'm really interested in using. The shield could be a decent shield. The Ultra Greatsword could just be neat to look at. Could get the Iron King Hammer. Dragon Slayer Spear. Oh wait, do I not have that one yet? I think I already used that one. At least we can all read all these things. Let's see what the King's Ultra Greatsword. Let's take a look at it. Actually, you know what? Shield could actually be a decent looking shield. Does that have better parry? Is my question, than what I currently have. Spell. Oh, okay. So that's why. Okay, so it has really good magic defense. Actually, has decent defense against pretty much all the. It's 70 to all the elements, 75 to magic, and it can parry spells. So that's the whole thing. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, this one's probably the most unique. And sure. And yeah, we'll just grab these, why not? And that's that for that.
Come back again if you find another soul.
Can do. Now we go back. To Aldia's Keep and the ritual site. Alright, let's take a look at what we have here, since it's fairly light in here. This appears to be a sword in shape like Nashandra. What's the strength requirement? 50? Probably not going to happen. Although, I could always respec and use some of these things if I ever really wanted to. Inflicts heavy damage on enemy armor. Okay, so this one has good penetration. Ho-ho, that's what she said? Yeah, I guess. Actually, the ones, some of the weapons from the warped weapons from the possessed armor sword. No. What else did I just get? Oh yes, the Iron King's hammer, which is another 50. Shorter range, but from the sentry, the fused sentry, whatever that was called. Their weapons actually are pretty good too, because they're not split damage or anything like that. It's Pate's spear. Ah yes, Velstat's hammer. Pretty neat. And then the large club. Then the Thorned Great Sword, which I require faith to use. Really, it's... So basically I can use none of these. Which is fine, because I didn't really intend to be using them. We're just gonna switch back to the Mirror Greatsword. Okay. Oh lord. Yep. So that's all acid down there, meaning that's gonna destroy my equipment. I could just take off the rings and stuff. I mean, my weapons would also be useless. Do I have another key? I do have a key for this. Okay. Come on. Come on. Why don't you just... Oh, the spikes on the wall. Might as well just grab everything in here. Because the rings are going to break first. For sure. Come on, bud. How many flame butterflies did that give me before? 1. Anything useful in here? Nope. So far, nothing. And... nope. Not really anything good. Okay, well, you know what? Sure. At least we're done with that. Don't have to worry about that again. Except you could technically accidentally fall in there, but we're not going to worry about that. We want Lynn's ring. We want Royal Soldier's ring. Claranthe ring +1. No, we want the first dragon ring. Where is it? Right, this is the one that does everything. Yep, okay, cool. Alright. Move on. Also, a lot of movement in the... Someone's having a good time. There's a chest in there. So how does one get in there? Well... there is a way. And so the acid room that we saw earlier, as we can see, was basically a... it's kind of a trash. They kind of just... And he was cutting something up. Might be one of those weird dog things, actually. Maybe? But you can also see the remnants of what were probably giants. Is my assumption. Yeah, probably. Yeah, they were just dumping into the acid. You know, I think we're going to try and coax him out first. Yep. Now, how did we get through this door? Well, my friends, we go over here. Come on. That's how we do it. Well, I'm dead. But we opened the door. That's the important thing. But yes, pretty much the only actual way to do it is to lead him into that room. And then have him hit the thingy. Arrogant. Where did you come from, friend? Did you also get knocked out of the cage by him? I think that's exactly what happened, actually. I believe he was in a cage above him, and when he got free, he There we go. There's the Mimic up there. There's also Scorpion Man. He was trying to get out, but what kind of Scorpion Man? Yeah, he's a weird chimeric aberration. It's another one of him, but yeah, he's fine. Let's go get our chests. And each of those, I think I may have mentioned this before, but that's a pike, okay? Anytime you see people like this that are kind of frozen like that, that means it was someone who was petrified by a by one of the basilisks. That's right, that's that. And whoop. Oh yeah! Oh, big uppercut. He actually rarely does that. Okay, again, the grab. The grab is... It kind of just hits you if it feels like it. There isn't really a range or hitbox on the grab, it's just... If you're in the general vicinity, if you can see it from where you are, you're probably going to get grabbed by it. And then sometimes you'll just be standing there and it just won't hit you. It could even just be RNG. Who knows? Who knows? Hey, Basilisk. Garm Warrior boots. I don't know if I have boots yet. Hey, guy. Oh, don't be... Okay, that's what happened. He knocked him out of the... That's what was shaking, you see. Yeah, thanks for like the 360 no scope, buddy. You probably shouldn't be dragging him away, just because I don't want him to get too close to other things that he could open. Like that. At least that was one that didn't have a guy in it. Okay. Grimoire boots? No, Vengar's gloves, okay. You freaking out. So I need to get the key for that. Smooth and silky stone. Yeah, hi bud. Didn't think you were gonna come out that, like, eagerly. I thought it was the same as the other one. If you're wondering, well, surely they wouldn't pull off the same trick twice like that. Oh, 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 that's silly. They will absolutely pull off the same trick as many times as they feel like it. Miyazaki loves that shit. And you're like, okay, yeah, that was cute. Haha, okay, can we get out, move on? Sure, we can move on. Or can you? Thanks, Miyazaki. But yeah, there's more goodies once we get the key. Well, there's some good texture work down there. Clearly, we were meant to look over the side here and look at that texture. Here, or like straight ahead, it actually looks quite nice. And, interesting little thingy we got here. Just gonna top off there for a second. Well, it's kind of late to be doing that because I'm heading in to the boss. I mean, you know, it's kind of late. Just saying. So Aldia was working on making a dragon. And he kind of succeeded. He didn't quite make a real dragon. He made a wyvern, which is what this is. Not quite a dragon. And not quite a turnip. But we can see that he was getting close. He had the right idea, perhaps. But he was missing something. These scales certainly do not make them. They are not made of stone, and they don't make him basically unkillable. Well, without lightning, of course. Which is how the original lords are able to do it. Certainly not a turnip. Definitely. The notched whip. Cool. Where do you get the key? Because there's a couple things in there I want. Promised Walk of Peace. Let me run back there real quick. Did I miss something? Just want to be sure. Maybe in one of the paintings. Now that it's pretty much all cleared out, it should be fine. It's not behind anything. That I cannot quite remember. Is it in here, maybe? Hey, do you know where the key is? Hmm. So I already went down there. It wasn't down there. Hmm. I don't like that sound. Oh, that's just the minute. Oh, wait a second. I need to go back. Oh, is he actually in that fucking statue? Not statue, but you know, the petrified man. That's true, I didn't actually do anything with the petrified dude. Might have to do that. Hey. Oh, wait a minute. No, I know what I need to do. Shoot. Yeah, I remember. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there's not like a puzzle, but there's a thing. This guy, I think, was involved. So I need to be able to get around places, right? Right. Right, okay, yep. Now I remember. I need to have access to things. That's right. Yep. It's similar to the giant, not the giant. I keep wanting to say Grave of Giants, but that's Dark Souls 1. No, the Undead Crypt, where you light braziers and then red dudes show up. That's right. No, that's fine. That's right. While I'm here, I can actually light one of them. Then there should be two more. Originally, you would just find it like so there's something with that dragon that in the original game just kind of happened on its own. But in this is a little different. I guess it's kind of a hint with the you get the red phantoms that are already invading you with the or technically black phantoms in the mirrors that there's stuff going on. Yeah, this is not a good parry shield. Not particularly. Yeah, somehow that actually didn't kill me. Plenty of poise. Love that poise. Remember I said we'd be getting a lot of diminishing returns on the weapons being kind of really overpowered up until now? Because early on, getting like some weapons maxed out that early was kind of insane. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Yeah, that wasn't gonna last, clearly. Gotta deal with this asshole. Let's see if I was seeing if I could parry, but nah, not really worth it. Could put on the target shield or something. The other guy at least staggered a little bit. This guy just does not stagger. And if you remember, we were being fought by invaders called the Forlorn. 4 of them, in fact. Or 3 of them. Was it 3 of them? But one of them had a big sword. I think one of them had a scythe. And here, this seems like a very similar set of dudes. And it is, in fact, highly suggested, not suggested, they're involved with Aldia. More creations of his. That should do it for him. The first of the 4, well, actually, what? No, I think it was the first Forlorn we fought. Was the sword, the big sword. Big swordman. There's one. Hi. There's another one there. I gotta go light that. And I believe there's one more in the... oh, where's the other one? I think there's one more on the way to the boss. Oh, it's another swordman. Maybe the other one might be another scytheman, or it might be... yeah, I just love when they can just... well, I hit you first, and technically that means I made the right call. But since you have so much poise, no, you could just hit me, even if, I hit you. So it's really... what's the point of me even, like, swinging? If it means that you can just win by just eating through my attack. Yeah, it's... See, that's why poise, the whole poise thing, and just... How do you make an enemy difficult? Just give it tons of poise. So that there is no right... You know, you can't make a right choice in this fight. You're just going to have to take the damage, or you're going to have to parry everything he does. Get good. Which, to be fair, I could turn on the target shield and then fish for parries. Or I could just shoot him. If I was, you know, some kind of mage. So instead, you know, you have just... You just gotta outlast him. Wow, you actually had me dead to rights there. He may have been out of stamina? Maybe? I'm actually not sure. Why he didn't press the attack. Okay, I really hate when they do the fucking Cirque du Soleil shit. Yep, and then fall over. Cool. And fall over. Bye. I believe there's one more thingy. Once we're past him. And fall over. Now, would I rather have the poise, or would I rather have the Dark Souls 3 Bloodborne solution of the enemy just keeps attacking forever and flailing about like a maniac with no set pattern, and you just never get a turn? I would much rather just have high poise. The Bloodborne Dark Souls 3, no, it's just gonna flail around like a friggin' insane thing, and like, you know, the dancer in Dark Souls 3 is the prime example of just, do I get a turn? No, I just don't get a turn? Okay, that's fine. You're just gonna do your thing, have your little tantrum. And then, you know, I'll move in to attack. Oh, no, never mind, you're just gonna have another tantrum right after that one. I'll go deal with the, our friend over there. A lot of noises. I mean, it is a place where he was experimenting on, apparently, people. What was I gonna say? Right. Yeah, Dance of the Boreal Valley and the second fight with Gundyr, when he just keeps swinging, never stops. I think maybe one or two more in that game that were really... Hey, Basilisk. I'm gonna go down this way. There's one up here too, somewhere. Is there somewhere? Is it over here? Well, let's go deal with our friend first, I guess. That is a big Durgan. And there we go. Another one down. Like, I could, like, live inside his little eye. Like, that's how big this friggin' thing is. There's another one. Oh! Keep forgetting those crystal lizards explode. The red ones explode. I didn't even see him until it was... Like, I don't remember seeing him the first time I was over here. That's kind of awesome. Crystal lizards. Alright, let's light a torch. And then we go this way. Oh, you little prick. Oh, I didn't actually mean to... You know, it's fine. It's fine. There it is. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, it's another one of these dudes. Okay, so... Yeah, that's a nice try. Yeah, well, no. Even though I technically won that exchange, no, you got poise, so you can just swing with reckless abandon without actually having to make a good, you know, choice or reaction. I mean, if this was PvP, that would be even more annoying, but... At least it's not. Mm-hmm. 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 There we go. Prick. Hi, Basilisk. Oh, yeah, okay. That was too small a cage for you to be fair. That wasn't particularly fair. You can kind of you can wander. So this is what used to happen when you originally went to Aldia's Keep for the first time. In Scholar, they changed it. You would originally walk in, see that, and be like, oh shit. And then you'd walk for a little bit and be like, no, I guess it's fine, and then it would get up and then... You'd think, oh shit, is this a boss? No, it's not a boss, it's just... It's a trick. It's a jape. But now they kind of, well... Oops, there we go. So then Scholar, they don't actually have it do that. You see, they play with your expectations and kind of make you work for it to see it. There we go. Hey, friend. No, you do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come here. See, when you subvert your expectations in anything, regardless of, you know, what it is, if your expectations are subverted, that's a good thing. That means it's a great movie. I don't know if you knew that. That's what that means. If you subvert someone's expectations, then it's good. Especially if it's about family. It's about family. When you think about it, Dark Souls 2 is really the Moon Butterfly Shield. When you really think about it, it's about family. The shield depicting the moon butterfly, a decorative shield not intended for battle, but effective at poisoning foes. Little is known about the moon butterfly, which only appears on full moon nights in winter. Some say the butterfly is a magical being, and its larvae have never once been spotted. No idea. Well, that's definitely a reference to this boss in Dark Souls 1, actually. Okay, that one I didn't remember. That one I straight up did not remember was a movie. The one outside Aldia's Keep was on top of that the minute I saw it. That one, I will 100% admit, I did not remember that at all. No memory whatsoever. I have no memory of this place whatsoever. Meh. Creighton's mad. I really want his axe. I want to figure out who has his axe right now. Give my effigy. Meh. Meh. I don't want to break that chest. Golden Falcon Shield. But it would make sense that there is just a mimic sitting around here, since Aldia seems to have made them. Or some of them, perhaps? I mean, we know he's... Like, for example, his work with dragons was trying to recreate a dragon. Dragons did exist at one time, and he's been trying to recreate them. So it could be mimics or something that does exist. Because they were made, they existed in Dark Souls 1, in an earlier era. So he seems to be trying to bring back, and that may even be why the gargoyles are here. More stuff that existed from eras past that Aldia has been experimenting with to try to bring back. Sort of trying to reverse engineer all this ancient stuff. Are these all mimics? I feel like I would have remembered that if they were all mimics. There's like a repressed memory that I've buried away. They're all mimics. All of them. There you go. Falconer Helm. Useless. There we go. But there's a gargoyle in there, as you can see. So it's clear that he may also be responsible for the gargoyles. Before I believe what that dude says, let's just do this. Wait, I think I can actually see its mouth. Hold up. Yeah, I can. I was like, before I believe it, let me just test it. I missed, but yeah. I could just see its teeth for a moment there. These mimics are quite a bit easier than the ones in Dark Souls 1, I have to admit. I don't want the cracked red eye orb. I need the black eye orb. But, there we go. Hey, gargoyle. I've already fought a couple of you. How did that hit me? I was blocking. Every once in a while I go back to Dark Souls 1 and I am reminded how much faster, actually in 3 as well I believe, you drink so much faster in 1 and 3. It's kind of ridiculous how slow the drinking is in this game. But the healing is also slower over time, which is actually kind of quite a bit useful, because that way if you get hit, you still have some healing that you have to go. So you can get hit and then still heal for a while afterwards. Not quite sure what these are supposed to be. But this is clearly just all his experiments in this room. Various experiments. Aldia was up to some dark shit. Granted, he was basically tasked by Vendrick to figure out how we can beat this curse. So it was kind of a desperate situation, in his defense. So he was going to some dark oh yeah, that's right, that opens everything. Hey, you didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. You didn't... There's a mimic. You know what? I'm just gonna head over here. And we're just gonna... Hey, look, another door. Don't mind me. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Yeah, we're just not gonna deal with that. Oh, everyone's having a party. Oh, they're all joining in. Are they? Okay, they're pulling back. Okay, good. Okay. Up we go. Sounds a little loud. Well, he sure did make some Durgans. Wyverns, again, specifically, not quite true dragons, but, now I don't know if these were just around, and they were part of his experiments as far as, well, there's Wyverns, we can see if they're related to dragons and experiment on them. Or if he had a really, really successful breeding program to bring back Wyverns. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I don't know where this friend is.
Bearer of the curse, long have I awaited one such as you. One who might shatter the shackles of fate. One who can set me free. Bearer of the curse. It was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for eons past. Take this. Do not resist. The dragon welcomes you.
So she does admit there. Now, I think that was supposed to be the feather. So I still don't know exactly where that is. So she does admit that she was the manifestation of the old lady that told us about Drang Lake, and that the curse, the answer to the curse was here. Okay, so at least I found the bonfire, so at least there's that with this invader. Gonna be a dick. Oh, it's a good thing I have a fragrant branch of yours still. That is good that I have that. Oh, I could have pissed that invader off by just not actually... like... Oh, he apparently died at some point. If I had just... If he was on the other side, and I was over here, and he just wouldn't have been able to get to me, because I'd just be like, I don't know, I don't got a friggin' branch, I can't release him. Yeah, blow yourself up first, thank you. I don't know what to tell you, man. Dragon. I can't release him from the stone. I guess. Oh, there's so many of these dudes in here, by the way. There are so many of these. And they could all have something. Oh no. One of them could have the friggin' feather. So we want to avoid these eggs. We do not want to break the eggs. There is a reason for this. We want to avoid breaking eggs as much as possible. Okay, this one is an NPC. This is an NPC invasion. You can tell because their name isn't censored. I think this one may have actually invaded us before at one point. I might be wrong. This wasn't the one from, was it? I also like how I wasn't even, like, in range of that attack and so on. Was this the one that invaded us in... Iron Keep? I think it was. Might be wrong. She's basically fishing for parries. She has a parry dagger, I believe. Or a sword that can also parry. But yeah, there's a reason why we're going to try to avoid, to the best of our ability, breaking eggs. We don't want to piss the wyverns off. You know, just, if we can, like to avoid that. Now in this case, the petrified guy was actually more because there were these dumbass kamikaze guys who spew. Okay, we're just gonna... who may spew petrification at times. These ones spew acid, because of course they do. Yeah, I'm gonna need something that's more directly, like, fireable at them. Unleash magic. I have to wake him up, because I do want to... oh, this egg's over there, so I would like to avoid hitting those until I'm at the basically until I'm at the next ritual band. Once I'm at the next bonfire, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, you know, I'm just do not. I'm trying to be good here. Try not to piss the wyvern off. This is the one I need to avoid pissing off, by the way. I would like that thing you have, though. Can I have that? Without fighting you? I can. Correct route I order. Alright. Still not the thing I'm looking for. There's a couple different paths we can take along this route. These things don't even do damage, they just break my equipment. Just to be annoying. That's a Miyazaki move right there. It's not even gonna kill you, it's just gonna piss you off. That's why he loves his friggin' these are also acid guys. Yep, he just loves his poison areas. I believe he once even said, like, when someone asked him, like, why all the poison areas? Why does every Dark Souls, when in Ring, there's, like, more poison areas than he's ever had? And he's like, I don't know, I just like poison areas. But, you know, fair. That's your thing, that's your thing. It's not for me to tell you, like, you know, what you can and can't like, I guess. As a game designer, he just likes the idea of making, you know, really difficult to traverse areas where, like, every, you know, you have to plan out your movements and... well, I have to be careful. If I move here, I'm not, you know, I'm going to be losing out on, you know, it's like a tax. Like, every time you, I swear to God. You know, with every... once I get to the next bonfire, I am going to come back here and we will be committing wyvern genocide. Old King Hammer. Old King Hammer? Wait a minute. Or is that Old Knight Hammer? I think it might have been Old Knight Hammer and I may have misread that. There's the knife. Okay. But yeah, where like every time you move somewhere, it's like a tax. You have to really plan out, you know, how much am I able to like spend in HP and resources to get from here to here? Oh, there's plenty of stuff I could find in this area, but yeah, if I do, I don't know if I have the resources to get back, and I guess that's just what he enjoys designing. Like those places where, you know, it's costly. You can go anywhere you want with impunity, but it's gonna cost you. Small orange bear. Alright, so now I didn't kill any of your eggs. I didn't even kill any of you. So you're gonna leave me alone, right? You gonna be nice? You gonna be nice? Yeah. So if you destroy dragon eggs on the way here, then when they... You okay, buddy? Then yeah, one of the wyverns will actually destroy the bridge, like when you're halfway across it, and kill you. Just once. But you can just avoid that entirely. Anyway. Hey, Aldia. You're smaller than Rummer.
My fools close the young for and the man is grounded until a curse touches the flesh. We are bound by this yoke, as true as the after would have been.
Notice he's got like a Junji Ito spiral on that side of his face. Anyway. I know it's supposed to be the rings of a tree, but yeah. Yeah, kinda.
I sought to shed the yoke of fate. Now, I only need an answer. Seek the truth. Seek light, dark, and what lies beyond.
Well, I would say that's a pretty good place to call it for now. Yeah, so we've done quite a bit. We are on our way to apparently meet a dragon, as the Emerald Herald told us. Possibly one of the old ones, possibly something that Aldia was working on, or maybe an ally of his that he was, because she says that it has been watching for eons, meaning this suggests that it's actually one of the originals that may have been helping Aldia to try to break the shackle, but clearly he says he failed in finding a way. Maybe we're the ones. But we also saw the end of Lucatiel, and once we meet the dragon, we're going to be getting an item. And with that item, we are going to go do the DLCs. We could have done the DLCs up to this point already, but I think it's better. I prefer to do it after getting this item, and there's a reason why. But you'll see. But thank you so much for being here. Hope you had a good time. We're closing in on... I mean, the DLCs, they're going to be at least 2 streams each, at least. Probably. But after that, it's probably not going to be that long before the end. So we're closing in on it. It's been quite a ride. This randomizer is actually quite good. I'm really enjoying it. Finding some really weird things in some really weird spots, and I have no idea where I'm going to get the cracked, or the full red eye or black eye orb, but I can't remember what it's called in this one. I'm going to need that at some point. I have no idea where that could be. But that'll be for next time. Thank you all so much for being here. And tomorrow we'll be back with Rogue Trader. And then Friday I have something kind of interesting planned. If all goes to plan. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all next time.